Structural patterns are concerned with how classes and objects are composed to form larger structures. Structural class patterns use inheritance to compose interfaces or implementations. As a simple example, consider how multiple inheritance mixes two or more classes into one. The result is a class that combines the properties of both parent classes. This pattern is particularly useful for making independently developed class libraries work together. Another example is the class form of the adapter pattern. In general, an adapter makes one interface, the adaptees, conform to another, thereby providing a uniform abstraction of different interfaces. A class adapter accomplishes this by inheriting privately from an adaptee class. The adapter then expresses its interface in terms of the adaptees. Structural object patterns describe ways to compose objects to realize new functionality. The added flexibility of object composition comes from the ability to change the composition at runtime, which is impossible with static class composition. We have also a bridge pattern that decouples an abstraction from its implementation so that the two can vary independently. We have a facade that provides a unified interface to a set of interfaces in a subsystem. A facade defines a higher level interface that makes the subsystem easier to use. We have a flyweight that is used to sharing the support to a large number of fine-grained objects efficiently. And finally, we have the proxy to provide a surrogate or placeholder for another object to control access to it. Whereas flyweight shows how to make lots of little objects, a facade shows you how to make a single object represent an entire subsystem. A facade is a representative for a set of objects. It carries out its responsibilities by forwarding messages to the objects it represents. On the other hand, the bridge pattern separates an object's abstraction from its implementation so that you can vary them independently. Structural patterns rely on the same small set of language mechanisms for structuring code and objects, single and multiple inheritance for class-based patterns, and object composition for object patterns.